يعطيكم العافية صبايا. عمل اليوم هو 2012 second session Electromagnetic Induction and Self-Induction. بالelectromagnetic induction راح نشتغل الروتيشن يعني variation of the angle between B and the normal unit vector N. وهالعمل مقسم من قسمين A and B. ال B electromagnetic induction، ال B self-induction. self-induction ما كان مطلوب منكم هالسنة، فإذا رح حل أنا وياكم only البارت A اللي هي electromagnetic induction. A coil of horizontal axis is made up of 100 equal 500 circular turns, each of surface area as 10 cm squared. The normal N to the planes of the turns of the coil is directed as indicated in figure 1. فإذا turns رح بيكون إذا طبقنا right hand rule بيكون positive direction بهيدا الاتجاه، يعني like this. هذا ال positive direction، يعني here positive direction up, on here positive direction down. The coil rotates at a constant angular velocity omega about a vertical axis delta in a horizontal constant and uniform magnetic field B. The terminals A and C of the coil are connected to the input Y and the ground M of an oscilloscope respectively. Let theta be the angle between N and B at an instant T. Part 1. Knowing that theta equals 0 at the instant T0 equals 0, show that theta equal omega T. هلا بما انه قال لي فوق the coil rotates at a constant angular velocity، فاذا constant angular velocity means انه theta equal omega T plus theta 0. but theta at T equal 0 عم بيقول لي given equal to 0, so omega times 0 plus theta 0 equal to 0. finally theta 0 equal to 0. 2. Deduce that the expression of the magnetic flux crossing the coil is given by flux equal NBS cosine omega T. By definition, flux equal NB dot S equal NBS cosine the angle between B and the normal unit vector. So equal NBS cosine theta. So equal NBS cosine omega T. ماشي الحال. part 3 عم بيقول لي بالبارت 3 justify qualitatively the existence of an induced EMF E during the rotation of the coil. هلا مثل ما بين معنا انه flux varies with time, so flux variable. So as T varies, the time T varies, بيطلع لنا flux varies. So the induced electromotive force exists أكيد during the rotation of the coil. فينا نقولها بطريقة تانية ما رح اكتبها، بنقول له as the coil rotates, the flux varies, so the induced electromotive force exists. Part 4 عم بيقول لي determine in terms of N, S, B, omega and T the expression of the induced electromotive force. So 4, the induced electromotive force by Faraday's law equal minus d phi by dt. So minus derivative لل NBS cosine omega T by dt. So NBS are constants بيطلعوا لبرا. derivative لل cosine omega T equal minus omega sine omega T، بيطلع الجواب minus NBS وماينس اوميجا ساين اوميجا تي، بيطلع الجواب. فاذا ماينس وماينس بصيروا بلس E equal NBS اوميجا ساين اوميجا T, which is a sinusoidal function. هلا part 4B عم بيقول لي the coil does not carry a current Y since the circuit is not closed أو is open. بين الهلالين. ليش open؟ لأنه connected. The coil is connected to the oscilloscope اللي عنده of large resistance. of large resistance يعني الكارنت negligible، فينا نقول ما في current قلب السيركت. Finally for C, deduce the expression of the voltage UAC in terms of NSB, omega and T. For UAC across the coil يعني نحن قلنا هاي البوزيتيف سنس وهي البوزيتيف سنس، فإذا عم نقرا اليو اي سي across the coil in the positive sense، فإذا هاي البوزيتيف سنس دغري مثل ما تعلمناها هو plus Ri d phi by dt. So there is no current, إذا 0. d phi by dt equal minus E, so equal minus N B S omega sine omega t. هيدي اليو اي سي. Now part 5, the waveform of figure 2. The waveform of figure 2 represents the variation of the voltage UAC as a function of time. Using this waveform, determine the angular velocity omega of the coil. Part A, angular velocity equal 2 pi times frequency equal 2 pi over period, and the period equal SH times the period equal SH times X. X equal 1, 2, 3, and 4. So equals to what? 10 times 4 equal 40 milliseconds equal 4 10 to the negative 2 seconds. So equal 2 pi over 4 times 10 to the negative 2, which is equal 50 pi radian per second. 5b, the maximum value of the voltage UAC. Maximum value as an UAC max equals SV times Y max. And also Y max is here equals to number of division equal to 3 divisions times SV. So equal to what? Equal to 1 volt times 3, which is equal to 3 volt. This is UAC max. Part C, and the important one, the value B of the magnetic field B. According to the relation in 4C, we have UAC equal minus UAC max sine omega t, with UAC max equal NBS omega. So we have UAC, we have N, we have S, and we have omega. بيبقى عنا B. So B equal UAC max over equal 3 over 500 times 10 times 10 to the negative 4 less equal 10 centimeters squared times 50 pi, which is equal B equal 0.038.